front of a sellout crowd, you know, in front of their home fans and their friends and family, you know, in the final. It's the best feeling as a player to be at these massive moments.
It is, and a chance to add silverware to that cabinet, as you can see there. Millie Bright will definitely be wanting to add another one to her collection. It's Arsenal taking on Chelsea in the Continental Women's Cup final. Let's get you over to your commentary team. It is former England captain Rachel Brown-Finnis alongside Robin Cowan.
Thank you very much, Alex. Good afternoon, everyone. 7 days after Chelsea knocked Arsenal out of the FA Cup, they meet again in the first final of the season. Both more than familiar with this competition. Arsenal have won it for a record 5 times, but not since 2018. Chelsea are competing in their 4th straight League Cup final and have won it twice during that period. A London derby with the first domestic silverware of the season on the line. And it's a sellout at Selhurst Park. Chilly day here in South London, so that was very much appreciated. Over 20,000 fans have made their way to Selhurst Park. The presentation party led by the Chelsea captain Magdalena Eriksson, Dawn Airy, chair of the Barclays FA Women's Super League and FA Women's Championship, alongside Tarek Gorgon, Managing Director of Continental Tires, sponsor of this competition since its inception in 2011. Also a special day for referee Kirsty Dowell, referee the FA Cup final. Last season has been given the responsibility of the League Cup final. In this campaign, the Arsenal captain, Kim Little. Introducing Dawn Airy and Tarek Gorgon to the Arsenal team, who have been allocated as the home side today. Very much split in terms of fans, we understand. Significant absentees for Arsenal and Chelsea. Beth Mead and Vivian Miedemar forced to watch on the sidelines once again before kick-off. The national anthem. This has all the ingredients for a classic cup tie. Chelsea have had the upper hand over Arsenal in recent years. The question is, can Arsenal summon some of the spirit of previous teams in Gunners' history and start to reassert their status as serial winners of English women's football? Just the one change to the side that lost to Chelsea at Kingsmeadow last weekend. Noel Maritz replacing Laura Wienerreuter at right back. Stina Blackstenius scored the winner against Man City in the semi-finals of this competition, but has been part of an inconsistent attack in recent months. The burden seemingly weighing heavily on the forward line in the absence of Beth Mead and Vivian Miedemar, who are out with serious knee injuries. Emma Hayes names the same 11 from last weekend. Lauren James, an Arsenal youth product, has excelled this season and starts her first Senior Cup final. Sam Kerr scored her 81st goal on her 100th Chelsea appearance in the FA Cup last time out. She's also scored in both of the previous two meetings against Arsenal so far this season. Chelsea have big players out with injury too. Pernilla Harder and Fran Kirby are both unavailable. Tremendous atmosphere in the head of this one. Rachel Brown-Finnish, who wants to pick out the midfield battle.
Yeah, the two Scottish players who in midfield lost the whole thing. Kim Little for so many years has won this League Cup 5 times. Many of them as captain, came down from Scotland as a 17-year-old, and similar story for Erin Cuthbert, 24 years old, came down from Scotland, an 18-year-old to join Chelsea. He's won this League Cup 2 times, he's on 49 goals for Chelsea. That battle of the midfield, there's a lot of pedigree in those 2 number 4 roles.
It used to be Arsenal who had their hands on the trophy, sometimes even before kick-off in their heyday. Chelsea have now started to gather that fear factor in the domestic game at least. Arsenal out of sorts. They've scored just 2 goals in their last 4 games in all competition. That is where the main problem has been. A huge day for both sides, but I think in particular for Jonas Eidevall and Arsenal, who are looking for their first major trophy since they won the WSL title in 2019. Far too long for a club of Arsenal's side to go trophyless.
It's where the gap has initially been levelled. Emma Hayes being the underdog to Arsenal for such a relatively long period of time, and then since she came in, Emma Hayes, and the foundations that she's built on that, both on the pitch and off the pitch with the staff that she has, and their superiority is now shining.
Here's Chelsea, who will kick off after they'll take the knee. They have done every domestic game so far this season. Sophie Ingle, Wales captain for Chelsea, gets us underway in this League Cup final 2023. More than a trophy on the line. Momentum, with both of them still hoping to be in the WSL title race as the weeks progress. Just 1 defeat in their last 12 against Arsenal for Chelsea. Would be a significant statement for Arsenal to turn the tide and beat the domestic juggernaut that is Chelsea. Here is Marnham. Dispossessed by Shankovic. Energetic opening, and here goes Katie McCabe. Kim Little. It's won 4 out of the 5 Continental Cup titles that Arsenal have won in their history. Cuthbert with a bit of space. Kerr takes it down beautifully, under pressure as well from Williamson. Here's Lauren James. Perisse's cross away by Raffaelli. Now Reiten. That's a good ball and it's in! Sam Kerr strikes the first blow and strikes it early. Chelsea into the lead inside 2 minutes.
And in there lies the difference between the two teams. one shot, one chance, one goal. When it was played out to Lauren James on that right-hand side, then to Perisset, recycle back out, turnover of possession, lack of communication between Blackstenius and McCabe. What a ball that is, just standing it up. Keeper Zinsberger can't come for it because of the trajectory of it and the body's in the way. So here it gets like, got a chance to clear it. Arsenal, McCabe doesn't address it, Blackstenius doesn't address it. And when Guro Reiten's given that opportunity, the leap of Sam Kerr, she is always going to have the hunger, the desire, and that clinical ability. It was the same last weekend. What a start, Chelsea.
And Arsenal bite back. It's Blackstenius, away by Magdalena Eriksson.
Oh, that ball was on just a fraction of a second earlier. Caitlin Ford had gone near post.
Maritz blocked by Erin Cuthbert. Goal number 22 for Sam Kerr this season. And we're still in Greenwich Mean Time.
She's finally back on track with jet lag, Sam Kerr. Can't use that to her advantage anymore.
The Chelsea fans last week were pointing out that even with jet lag, she's better than you. I'm not sure anyone can argue with that. And that is her 7th goal of this competition. Chelsea only entered at the quarter-final stage. Raffaelli goes down. Referee happy with the challenge. Arsenal going to have to compose themselves, and the perfect start for Chelsea and Emma Hayes.
Both teams have started on the front foot, taking their game to each other.
James draws the foul.
Certainly those few empty seats that we can see, very few. But gutted that they missed this opening few minutes.
Well, a lot of the analysis has been on the lack of attacking options for Arsenal, but their defence has also suffered in recent weeks. They've looked much more vulnerable. Went on a record-breaking run with clean sheets at the start of the season.
It's not just centrally, it's when the ball's out wide to Guro Reiten, who's one of the best crossers of the balls, or you've got Lauren James on the right-hand side who can drive at you, play a ball in, cut the ball back, pick a player out. And you've got Sam Kerr, number 9, who will finish everything. You've got to stop the service into the middle as well.
Ian Raby hoping that Arsenal can turn his frown upside down. The men certainly did yesterday.
Both suffered early setbacks, didn't they?
Still a lot of time to go. Here is Catley. Space for Caitlin Ford to strike. Away by Eriksson. Again, good positioning from the Chelsea skipper. Here's Leah Williamson. Raffaelli invites Catley forward. Perisset puts it out of play. Good pressure from the Australian international.
Yeah, excellent. The ball could have gone out there earlier to Catley. Raffaelli hadn't seen it, but when she did, Catley made the most of it.
Offside flag is up. A free kick for Chelsea. Well, on a 21-game unbeaten run in all competitions, suffered that shock defeat on the opening day of the league season to Liverpool, and since then it's been a cruise. Although after Manchester United's win earlier, a big win over Leicester City, they are 5 points behind United in the WSL table with a game in hand. James collects. Charles. Accelerating past McCabe. Good work from McCabe initially, but Sophie Ingle there to clear up for Chelsea. Shankovic couldn't collect, and Frida Marnham couldn't take advantage.
Precision in that final third, in those real cutting-edge, definitive areas where you can hurt Chelsea. Last week in the FA Cup, it was the same. Arsenal couldn't punish Chelsea when they were awarded gifts. It's a very similar example there. Possession from Shankovic, given up easily, but given away back to Chelsea too easily.
Niamh Charles. It's a lovely ball over the top for Reiten to chase, and she will get there. Digs out another good-looking cross for Kerr.
This is a problem for Arsenal. Guro Reiten 2 times has bombed past Katie McCabe. And Noel Maritz down this right-hand side for Arsenal.
Arsenal taking a chance, and Zinsberger alive to that, and that's a good throw out from the goalkeeper to find Catley. Set Arsenal on their way. Ford away from Perisset. Catley delivers away by Millie Bright. And picked up by Kim Little.
Good possession football from Arsenal. It's something that last week when the two teams met head to head, they didn't do with enough pride, and that's keep the ball, fizz the ball around, move Chelsea.
Ford onto Marnham. He's in behind the defence. Corner kick.
And something as well Eidevall will have looked at from last weekend, the use of set pieces. They look dangerous, but the delivery, the runs just weren't sharp and clinical enough. We've looked to have rectified that this week.
It's going to be a Frida Marnham corner. It's not a bad one, but Berger collects easily. Here's Kim Little, bit of room to manoeuvre. Marnham, and Millie Bright concedes the corner.
Wonderful defending from Millie Bright. Could see what Marnham was trying to do, and it's taken quickly. What purpose about this Arsenal team?
Another ball that's a little bit too close to Berger.
Yeah, it's a good ball in, but as you said, just not quite that second 6-yard box. Easy decision for Berger to come and collect that, call the defenders off. World-class goalkeeper Berger as well.
Arsenal trying to apply the high press. This was nearly a carbon copy of the goal that Chelsea scored.
Yeah, you see Maritz and Guro Reiten. Maritz needs to drop off a bit deeper because Reiten with that ball into space and the precision that she can put on that cross. Sam Kerr's up against 2 defenders, but she puts it on her head.
Williamson finds Blackstenius. Marnham. This is nice stuff from Arsenal. Is there an end product? Ford. Kim Little. Prevented from taking the shot by Ingle. That's a lovely ball from Little. It's Ford! And again, Millie Bright is there.
Oh, brilliant football from Arsenal. The little triangles on the edge of the box. Kim Little threaded the ball through to Caitlin Ford. Near post cross. Blocked by Millie Bright once again. Arsenal feeling the ascendancy.
Can they make it count? Marnham once again. Eriksson this time gets ahead to it. Kerr there helping out Marnham. Now Catley. And that's great play from Chelsea. Raffaelli on the stretch. A crucial challenge there.
Yeah, needed every inch of that long leg from Raffaelli there. Brilliant counter-attack from Chelsea. We've seen some excellent football from both teams in this last few minutes. One touch, tempo's been excellent.
Asante and Farrell Williams both highlighted the defensive qualities of Millie Bright. She's shown them already in abundance. Seems just always be in the right place, as we saw for England in the summer as well.
Absolutely correct, and Chelsea will have analysed the last performance and recognised that there are a number of balls cut in at the near post that Arsenal just didn't have a centre forward on the end of. Recognise that was an area that the ball had to be cut out. Millie Bright's done that exceptionally well so far.
James. Off she goes. Poked out a play by Catley.
Catley's put Lauren James on the back foot for the majority of this game so far.
Arsenal trying to break free. Valti pulled back.
Pretty lenient from the referee, in my opinion. Similar situation in the last game. Niamh Charles on Valti, I think it was. Niamh Charles for Chelsea pulling the shirt of Valti when it was on a counter-attack. Expected a yellow card.
Certainly had a case for it there.
Sorry, it was Niamh Charles on Caitlin Ford, wasn't it? Caitlin Ford spins so well.
That period of pressure for Arsenal seems to have just disappeared for now. I'm sure they can get it back. They showed some of their best football. They're going to have to.
Kim Little there just dictating the tempo, helping Katie McCabe out in this tight area. And gesticulating with her hands, saying, calm down, just take care of your passes. She's a player who knows how to manage big games, momentum in big games. She will not be on panic streets.
Elusive play from Valti into Blackstenius. Just ran into Erin Cuthbert. Arsenal have the free kick, which they take quickly. Here's Martin with a bit of space to run into. Blackstenius! 1-1! That could be a huge goal for Arsenal, and an even bigger goal for Stina Blackstenius.
Well, if she ever felt any doubt about her position as a number 9, then she has answered her critics exceptionally well. A little bit of fortune is how the ball ended up at Blackstenius's feet, but she goes through the legs of Millie Bright. She gives the eyes to Ann-Katrin Berger, who goes the wrong way and slots the ball home. You can't say that Arsenal haven't deserved this. What a response.
Cup tie on at Selhurst Park. And that will mean the world to her. You can see from her teammates as well. Had a rough couple of months. Understand that she was offered as part of the deal with Alessia Russo, which didn't come off. I can't imagine how that must have affected her. Here's Martin, Blackstenius again. Goes over, nothing in that.
Steeping the pressure on, aren't they, Arsenal? We saw how effective it was. They got the goal and they want more.
Maritz.
Oh, what a start. You can see that this man's fired up his team. His team won't have needed much, given the disappointment of being knocked out in the FA Cup last week.
Flag is up against Frida Marnham.
A chance for both teams to breathe.
A rare setback, but they have the belief. Hearing the captain Magdalena Eriksson in the build-up to this game saying that they don't just focus on winning matches, they focus on winning everything that happens on training, on the pitch during a game. Just to really finesse that mentality. Beautifully timed challenge. Caitlin Ford invited forward. Millie Bright under pressure, takes no chances.
Excellent covering from Leah Valti. You can see what's happened there. She's gone up and doubled up on Lauren James to help out the left back, Catley. It's going to allow Catley to get forward and gamble a bit on Lauren James, who can be so influential for Chelsea. And a lovely ball from Valti down the wing.
Kirsty Dow feeling her voice needs to be heard. Here is Valti. Now Catley. Challenge and a half from Lauren James.
It's a good contest, isn't it, between those two? Has been in the opening seconds in this game. Got a feel for each other all season, but last week in particular. Catley probably a point to prove.
Free kick. Ford taken out off the ball.
Arsenal's new assistant coach, Benkvist, specialist set-piece play coach. He's had another week to impose his wisdom.
So they've got up their sleeve here. Raffaelli, the Arsenal number 2 Brazilian, is in particular extremely good in the air.
Everyone back for Chelsea.
Very congested. Easily defended at the near post by Perisset, but Kim Little keeps it going. Here's Catley. McCabe an option. Digs out the cross. Berger came and she got just enough on that. Good goalkeeping. Back in by Williamson and out of play. She came, she had to get something on it, and she did.
Absolutely brilliant punch from Ann-Katrin Berger. You see it's really well recycled, reworked when the initial ball doesn't come in from Arsenal. And it's Blackstenius who Berger is up and contesting with. And it was surely a free header for Blackstenius. Should Berger have not made a convincing contact with goalkeeping.
Little pursued by Cankovic. Bouncy. Lovely little dummy to find the path to Catley.
See Kim Little and Erin Cuthbert marshalling each other in midfield, but Kim Little's really been in a pivotal part of regaining possession, of maintaining calm after going behind in the opening minute or so. You need a imposing but calming character on the pitch, and they've got that in Kim Little.
Serena Beekman's here with Ariane Furyk as well. A lot of players to run the rule over, both of these squads. like they've started that statue of her by now, surely.
In Serena we trust, hey?
Forward. Just had a good game. McCabe helps it on to Marriott. Back to Katie McCabe. Goes down. Penalty. Lovely sharp turn from Katie McCabe. Ingle took the bait, and Arsenal have a spot kick.
Beautiful feet from Katie McCabe. Here, Marriott just lays the ball off. You thought the chance might have gone, but that little check away from Katie McCabe is so clever because she knows that Sophie Ingle's about to dive in. Really well won. And who else but Kim Little from the penalty spot.
Scored against them at the Emirates in the WSL game earlier this season. It was Zashira Musovic between the sticks that time, up against Anne-Katrin Berger to give Arsenal the lead. It's Little, it's good! It's 2-1 to Arsenal!
What a turnaround. We just spoke about how cool and calm and measured Kim Little had been. And when you needed a cool, calm head, nothing but side netting from Kim Little. Whether Berger would have chosen the right way or not, that was unsavable. And Berger is now down, receiving treatment.
This will be of a concern for Chelsea.
It'd be good to see a replay. I imagine it's something whether she slipped, rolled an ankle, pulled a groin. It's such a dynamic attempt at a save from a penalty. You've got to go all out and give everything to push off in one direction. And that is quite plausible.
And it's deja vu for Chelsea. We saw last year they took the lead through Sam Kerr against Manchester City and ended up giving that up, and City went on to lift the trophy.
Can't see anything initially on catching Berger. Looks like she's fine to carry on. She was influential last weekend in the meet-up. She's been influential already today. They'll want to have her on the pitch.
We've only played 25 minutes. I'm sure there's more to come. It has been Kim Little, who you've rightly said from open players, taken this game by the scruff of the neck. Williamson and Little showing composure to work their way out of a tight spot there. Here's Valti. Caitlin Ford wants it over on the far side, but here's Marriott. Space to measure the cross. Ford. Back in by Catley. Blackstenius. Good stop from Anne-Katrin Berger.
Not often you see Chelsea on the rack, and that's exactly where they are right now. Really good play, just 1 and 2 touch, and Leah Williamson threading the ball through. Leah Valti, and it's a header eventually from Stina Blackstenius that's dealt with smartly. Down at the right corner, first and second attempt.
Some sloppy play there that's just creeping in. I think that is with credit to Arsenal.
Yeah, if I was in goal, catching Berger there, just give yourself a bit of breathing space to play out the back then.
Ford directs once again. She's fancied it today. A bit too much on that for McCabe. Just looks like a totally different Arsenal team from the one we've seen in recent weeks.
Just Arsenal with who every player's had an injection of confidence into them, because we know that they've got the quality, and individual players are absolutely exceptional. Ball players of Leah Williamson and Raffaelli, wingers of Ford and Katie McCabe. And these are, in my opinion, the two best teams in the country, and we're seeing the qualities they've got today.
Strength from Blackstenius to shield the ball, keep possession. Ford trying to get away from Perisset. Couldn't hold it up, away from Lauren James. That was a good clean challenge from Balti.
Don't often talk about excellent one-to-one defending. That, if you want a textbook situation, just look back to then down that right-hand side. Perisset hustling, not letting a player turn. Strength on the ball from Catley. It's been excellent.
Oh, that's a mistake from Blackstenius. She's giving it straight to Sam Kerr. She's got two for company. And Raffaelli with a good challenge to prevent Kerr a clean path towards goal. Raffaelli goes long. McCabe to cushion that towards Blackstenius. A scare for Arsenal. Those mistakes won't just go away overnight. That was nearly a huge one. Let there be light.
Brilliant press from the front. Blackstenius to win back possession.
Marnham to McCabe. Good goalkeeping from Ann-Katrin Berger. Brave goalkeeping.
Kate McCabe is holding her head. Looked to me like it was her foot that caught Berger, but I don't think there'll be any sanctions from either player. It was looked justifiably 50-50, both going for it, like it has been everywhere on the pitch.
Swipe to the midriff on Ann-Katrin Berger. Maybe the way she landed, Katie McCabe didn't look particularly.
I think Kate McCabe thought she might be in a little bit of trouble, and because she didn't make any contact with the ball. You know, goalkeepers will run for a brick wall to maintain the ball. I hope Ann-Katrin Berger, with everything that she has been through, her battles just to be here on the pitch, are astonishing. But for the sake of this tie, it gives everyone a little breather. You know, we hope first and foremost both players are okay. But it has been breathtaking, hasn't this opening half hour?
Full-blooded indeed. And that chance, just another little vulnerability shown by Chelsea.
It was simple enough tactics. Blackstenius pressing from the front, dispossessing Niamh Charles, conceding the throw, but then Arsenal quickly, so the throw ball goes out for a throw. Arsenal first sprinting to the ball to get the throw on, and the turnover happens, and they're straight through on goal. Arsenal, quick thinking, quality. It's been exceptional from both teams.
Ann-Katrin Berger looks like she's okay to continue. Katie McCabe still receiving treatments. Oh, that's better, isn't it? And just to Ian Wright's left there, Viviana Steinhaus-Webb in charge of refereeing, and alongside her partner Howard Webb. Must be interesting conversations in that family.
Interesting in sort of inverted commas.
Not ones I'd like to partake in. Yellow card for Katie McCabe.
Yeah, I think that's probably right. Didn't make contact with the ball, swipe at the goalkeeper, whether it's intentional or not. intent doesn't come into the ruling. You can ask Howard and Bibiana about that. It was reckless, and so it's a yellow. No, but both on the webs, improving the landscape of refereeing exponentially.
Both of them had a busy few weeks. Chelsea just need to regain their composure.
I don't think in my commentary career I've ever said that Chelsea look rattled. I think this is as close as it's come.
It's probably all part of the plan, isn't it?
Absolutely. You give one of the best teams in Europe, the world, comfortable possession of the ball, they can do their thing.
And that was a mistimed challenge by Catley on Niamh Charles. Nothing more from Kirsty Dowell.
Yeah, she's been excellent in this opening half hour, Steph Catley. Both in and out possession, both in a defensive third and moving further up the pitch.
Bright sends it forward, Kerr the target. Here's Cuthbert. Essential put in by Maritz. Blackstenius. Charged down by Bright.
It's a good physical contest, Blackstenius up against Millie Bright. If she just looked, if she'd have rolled to her left, Blackstenius, there was a bit of space, the angle that Millie Bright had gambled at.
Catley into forward, turning into, well, she looked like she was surrounded there. A brilliant piece of play. Catley towards Blackstenius, the first touch is good, the second touch is in, but the flag is up, it won't count.
Excellent defensive line, you have to say. Millie Bright was looking, she held. Blackstenius did just go a fraction early. Watch here, you can see, excellent defensive line. Great touch and finish by Blackstenius, showing the Arsenal fans she can lead that line.
Starting to look more herself. That's a heavy touch from Eriksson. Frida Marnham couldn't make the most of it. Errors, lots of them from the Chelsea back line.
Well, Ann-Katrin Berg got player of the match in the last meet-up. Arsenal did cause them problems, just didn't make it count.
Cool, calm play from Williamson. Balti. Offside again, Blackstenius.
Making good runs though, between the two centre-halves, this time between Eriksson and Millie Bright, but good call again from the assistant. That centre-half pair of Millie Bright and Eriksson has been key to a lot of their success, Chelsea's success.
And Hay started the season seemingly with Kadisha Buchanan as an automatic starter, and previous 3 games now, she's not seen any game time. Balti reads the danger once again. Caitlin Ford. So good with the ball at her feet. Ford, away by Eriksson. It was Katie McCabe who was making the run on the blind side. Here's Catley. Chelsea doing all the defending here. Arsenal trying to keep their foot on the gas. Marnham. That looked like a handball from Millie Bright.
Showing her arm out.
Marnham gets the better of Cuthbert. Finds Ford. Trying to work the space. Needs a bit of support. Balti. Space opening up for her. Turn and shot from Marnham. No VAR during this game. We should mention, do have goal line technology, but this won't be looked at again.
They're finding the gaps, aren't they, Arsenal, in that final third. Time on Blackstenius. Did she choose the right option? You mentioned Buchanan. Buchanan is getting readied.
This isn't an injury, this is a bold move from Emma Hayes. Wouldn't expect anything less though. She can see they're under the cosh here. And understand that it's Cankovic who's going to make way, so possibly a change of shape then for Chelsea. She's barely touched the ball, we've got to say. She was influential last week, player of the match. But a week is a long time in football, and she just hasn't managed to get herself into this game. Here is Cankovic. Might be her final touches of this League Cup final.
Yeah, you're right, she barely got on the ball.
Reiten, past Maritz way too easily. Kerr couldn't direct it this time. But just a warning that those two are still very much a threat.
What a ball, once again a pinpoint ball. It's like laser precision from Guro Reiten's foot to Sam Kerr's head. Gets between the two centre-halves, well, Steph Catley and Gabrielli. And here the change comes. Interesting to see if there is a change in tactics, which there clearly will be. What will Eidevall do to counter it?
We can only assume this isn't an injury, so you could argue a ruthless decision from Emma Hayes, but she's seen enough. Khadijah Buchanan on, an extra defender, another centre-half. So perhaps something new for Arsenal to contend with.
It certainly looks from how quickly players shifted across and assumed positions that this has been a tactic that's been worked on, a plan B.
Cuthbert wins it back. Balti felt that she timed that well, but Kirsty Dow doesn't agree, and a free kick for Chelsea in a good position.
Arsenal a little bit unlucky there. Balti clearly wins the ball. Yeah, she's stretching. Actually, on second view, she kind of tries to go around the side, and there is clearly a foul and an opportunity. Got Guro Reiten straight over it. Erin Cuthbert, who can bang them in from here. Zinsberger needs to organise her wall. But this is front foot management, isn't it? Coaching for Emma Hayes is the best.
Reiten, straight against the wall. Oh, and Katie McCabe wasn't going to let Reiten wait for the ball to come to her.
Excellent tenacity from Katie McCabe. Thought she went a bit early from the wall, but interesting now to see what Eidevall, what is his counter move. It's like a chess match in that respect.
Ford again manages to get the better of Eriksson. Just having a fantastic game.
So you see England Parisay in front of what is a back three of Buchanan, Bright, Eriksson, Guro Reiten, who will spend most of the time higher up, but left side, and Niamh Charles on the right side. Sure as can be sure, they knew exactly what to do, Chelsea players, with that tactical change.
But on the front foot, winning it back. Tried to play in Sam Kerr. Again, that looked dangerous.
And Jonas Eidevall and his team will want to see out this first half, figure it out, have a little bit more time, breathing space to figure out tactically what to do, and define each individual's roles in that.
Maritz. Again, a big clearance from Millie Bright.
And Emma Hayes' team will see this as a 5-minute gap to catch them on the back foot.
Ford goes down. Doesn't get the decision she wanted.
Ford and McCabe have switched sides. It's just a temporary arrangement.
Blackstenius. Millie Bright wins it back. James. And backing off her. Usually doesn't end well. Buchanan. Oh, Perisset. Maybe she didn't get the call. She's done well though to win that back. Kim Little. Good challenge on it. Well, Scotland teammate Erin Cuthbert. Here's Maritz. Ford into Marnham. This is neat play from Arsenal. Ford assessing her options. Balti. And now Catley opens up for her. Keeps it going. McCabe's cross, just over Ford.
Just wonderful play from Arsenal.
Still here for them. Little. Away by Bright. Seemingly in control going into the final few seconds of normal time at the end of the first half. Catley. Here's McCabe. McCabe allowed to turn. No one anywhere near her in a blue shirt, but that's a poor through ball, easily read and cut out by Eriksson.
Catley had gone on the left on the overlap, and with Katie McCabe drifting infield, there was space out wide.
Cuthbert finds James. Away from Raffaelli, who had to bring her down. 4 minutes of time added on.
And Kim Little will be telling her team, we've got to stay switched on. Lee Williamson, you know, a number of leaders in that team. Very calm players as well. Millie Bright going up for Chelsea. In words with Sam Kerr.
Bright, the nearest Chelsea player there. The flag has gone up.
I think it was offside call as the assistant that flagged early on. Left a little dent on Zinsberger there, Millie Bright, but to be expected when you come up as a goalkeeper. Decision from Zinsberger, ushering everyone out. Last few minutes of a breathless first half.
into the final 2 minutes of stoppage time. Emma Hayes has already seen fit to change the system, change the personnel. It was never going to be a repeat of last week, despite it being just 7 days ago.
Yeah, well, last week it just didn't quite click for Arsenal. So they did create some chances, didn't take them. This week, sorry, today's performance compared to last week's is like another 20% from every player on an Arsenal shirt.
Great play from Cuthbert. Here's Reiten. Oh, Catley let that bounce. Niamh Charles couldn't quite keep her feet. Caitlin Ford away from Buchanan. Another half chance for Chelsea. Still finding quite a lot of joy down this near side with Guro Reiten in particular.
She has been their outlet, hasn't she? She's got in behind Marritz on a number of occasions. She certainly got the beating of her for head-to-head speed, and it was Raffaelli who played her onside, has done a number of occasions.
Well, Todd Bowley, the Chelsea owner here, I wonder if his presence might not be a great thing. Seems to be a bad omen at the moment, although a good result yesterday for the men's team. Marritz, Buchanan's header. We've seen out of play. That's just about enough time to take this corner kick for Arsenal.
You see the set from Arsenal's been the same on corners, right foot or left foot. They've crowded and Katzenberger. It was Marnham on the goalkeeper last weekend. She's been taking them from the other side with the in-swinger. She's back on Anne Katzenberger to pin her.
And it's right on the goalkeeper, and it's 3-1! In stoppage time, Raffaelli heads Arsenal into a 2-goal advantage.
What a sucker punch that is for Chelsea. They'd reshuffled, gone three at the back, and it's a set piece. Great ball in from Catley. Berger pinned, couldn't get through her defenders. You see it's Raphael, might even be an own goal from Niamh Charles, I think, who possibly gets the last touch of the ball. But Anne Katzenberger impeded fairly by her own players. And what an end to a sensational first half.
Coming on, her fourth substitute appearance since giving birth to her son in October. Before announcing her pregnancy, a real key cog in the Chelsea midfield. We'll see what the Chelsea response might be, but Arsenal wanting to get on the front foot immediately. They can't afford to take their foot off the gas, Arsenal.
No, and that'll allow Yves Perisset to come to a more natural position on the right side. Melanie Leupolz there in a holding midfield role, which is where she tends to play. So I think every player is played in position, which wasn't the case for Chelsea in the first half.
Caitlin Ford, who's caused all sorts of problems for Chelsea so far in this game. So difficult to get the ball off her. Bounty dispossessed by Cuthbert. A little bit too casual from Leah Williamson, but gets the bounce of the ball. Marnham, and now Catley. Bounty over the top. Buchanan will get there first, but Marnham tries to pick up the loose ball. Strong into the challenge. Ford keeps the ball in. Real energy about this Arsenal performance. Pretty much since they scored their first goal to get them back into the cup tie. Blackstenius coming across. forward. Fancies a go, and it moved, but it was well off target.
It was a corner for sure. He definitely got a touch with one of the defenders. See, Caitlin Ford has been outstanding this game. Right-footed, catches Millie Bright. We could see it because from our commentary position, we're right behind it. Face of innocence from Katrin Berger.
James onto Kerr.
Right, it has been energy and work rate from Arsenal, but it's also been quality. You know, it's not just been graft. They've combined the two. In possession, they've had a calmness and options around them.
Cuthbert showing her strength. James riding the challenge. Reiten delivers towards Cuthbert. That wasn't far away at all.
A good feat from Zinsberger to ensure that she got across and was ready to cover it, but with Reiten on the left and Perisset on the right, it's allowed Lauren James to be more central and to team up with Sam Kerr. This time it's Cuthbert playing in that higher midfield role. Can't quite guide it home. But certainly Lauren James's role, position has changed, and looking to, she can be such an influential player. It's McCabe in the thick of it again.
Yeah, it looks a nasty one on Katie McCabe. Both players trying to go for the ball. Katie McCabe came off worse.
Bryce Eriksson doesn't do anything wrong, does she? She's eyes on the ball, running straight towards it. It's angling away from Katie McCabe. And Katie McCabe just runs into her shoulder. There's been plenty of tussles between those two over the years. Katie McCabe, it'll take more than that for her to have to come off.
Well, speaking of transfers, in the first half, ones that didn't go through, another one. A little bid from Chelsea, going in for Katie McCabe on deadline day. Doesn't seem to have affected her fiery nature at all towards, well, I don't think she specifies who she puts her energy on towards. The crowd enjoyed that.
What a year. You know, if this starts off with silverware for her, with a World Cup to look forward to, her first ever World Cup with her country, 2023 will be hugely memorable.
Oh, mistake from Ann-Katrin Berger. She got away with that one. Again, just a little too casual this time.
This is what Arsenal have been all about, isn't it? Front foot, pressing them high, pressing Chelsea high, not letting them have comfortable possession. Blackstenius cutting out options, having to go long from Eriksson, and there Arsenal turn the ball over.
Chelsea just haven't been used to this sort of pressure. They certainly don't get it from many WSL teams.
It's easy to implement, it's kind of hard to sustain. That's what we'll have to see Arsenal doing.
Leopold's getting a yellow card. Challenge on Katie McCabe. I do wonder if McCabe's words to the referee may have had an influence there, because she was talking about how many times she had been fouled.
It's a sore one though on Katie McCabe. Leopold's just plays the ball. Was any intent on that from Leopold's? Plays the ball really, and just after playing it lands on Katie McCabe. No doubting that it's genuine pain. But you're right, she had a little word, as Emma Hayes is doing now. Guro Reiten.
Here's what's coming up next week on the BBC. Huge game in WSL on BBC Two. Chelsea against the current league leaders Manchester United. 12:15 start. This time next week on Sunday. I imagine she'll have a few bumps and bruises tomorrow. She's always right in the thick of things, Katie McCabe. Has been booked herself, so she'll need to be slightly careful.
Yeah, for big occasions like this, though, first silverware of the season, League Cup final, you take all of that and what it means, especially for Arsenal, who are historically down patch.
Oh, that's nicely done from Buchanan.
If you'd have done that, I know you wouldn't have meant it.
I would have claimed to, but you know me too well.
There'll be no panic from Chelsea, so Emma Hayes is still pretty calm and collected on the sideline.
McCabe into Ford. Not allowed to turn. Good defending from England. Buchanan. Here's Marnham. Arsenal rotating nicely. And here's Ingle. Works it over to Guro Reiten.
Excellent recovery of positions from all Arsenal players. They're in attack 5-6 seconds ago. It's turned over. Players slipped into positions, filled in. And that tenacity, as much as it is an attack, they've got that in out of possession as well, Arsenal.
Arsenal have lost 4 of their last 5 cup finals. A couple of them have been to Chelsea. But they lost their last 2 Continental Cup finals they've appeared in. Again, that ball over the top to Sam Kerr. Raffaelli recovers brilliantly.
Matched her stride for stride, Raffaelli recognises that ball was played. Sam Kerr was fractionally offside. Arms in the air, standing still does nothing. Gabriel didn't take any chances.
Corner for Chelsea. Reiten delivers. Here's James, no one closing her down, drifts it in towards the back post, away by Williamson. Bright. Leupolz delivers low. And Arsenal could be away here, although they don't really have too many numbers up the field. Great ball to Marnham. Oh, she couldn't quite take it in her possession. Buchanan runs it out of play.
What a ball, what execution and vision from Katie McCabe in that tight area. Absolutely pings it, gets the team up the pitch.
Oh, Little drop of the shoulder, they're snapping at her heels, but they can't get it off her. Here's McCabe. There's Noel Marritz who tried to thread it through towards McCabe, and again Sam Kerr getting into good space, pulling it back. James! Well, Zinsberger didn't move. She seemed to know where that was heading.
And she clocked the trajectory of it early, Zinsberger, but great pick out from Sam Kerr. Good little check away from any players there, Lauren James. And here on the big stage, Serena Wiegman looking on. James will be looking for something big.
change for Arsenal. Katie McCabe, booked. Has also been in the wars. Has had a really good cup final. Replaced by Victoria Pelova of Ajax. She joined from Ajax in the January transfer window, still working her way into the Arsenal setup.
She'll look to do exactly the same. Worker Eriksson out of possession. Work them hard.
Very bright, touch tight to Blackstenius. Kim Little, imperious once again. Always makes the right decision and executes. Arsenal have a 3-on-2. Blackstenius picks out Pelova, it's her first touch. Victoria Pelova draws the save from Berger.
And as easy as that from goalkeeper to Leah Williamson into midfield. Great little burst and turn from Marnham. Wasn't sure she should have played it through to Blackstenius, but plays it out to Pelova. Pretty simple one for Berger at the near post. Kim Little's been sensational.
What a player. Long spell in the United States, and I know that, well, the US women's national team was saying she was one of the best players they ever faced during her time in the NWSL.
So natural, has always had that calm demeanour about her, just assured in possession. Played several cup finals up against her. More often than not, come up on the losing side. She just seems to have had that air about her from the day she moved to Arsenal at the age of 17.
Trying to pick out Kerr. Williamson stuck out a leg. It's Lauren James. Raffaelli struggling, but still meeting her. Blocking off her path. Arsenal survive.
Scrambling a bit, Arsenal, but showing that they can do that dogged work. Raffaelli, getting her body in line. Lauren James's shot.
Trying to get anything of the way of that. Lauren James, though, just starting to show glimpses of getting into this game. Very quiet first half. Arsenal, they're due. Kerr wriggles away from Maritz. Really good play. Once again, intelligent play from Kim Little.
There's no one else you would want to have to help you lead you out of this barren patch. With regards to silverware, no one more through and through than Arsenal. Maybe Leah Williamson might have a word about that, but years as a first-team player.
Lovely play from Little once again. Seems to be winning that battle of the Scots in the middle of the park. Oh, Zinsberg has given it away, but Chelsea a bit rushed, a bit hurried. Frenetic stuff as we pass the hour mark.
That's what Arsenal were doing to Chelsea, wasn't it? Carrying them in possession.
Blackstenius, fastest to it. Caitlin Ford down the middle. Try and get there ahead of Buchanan, who was tempted into the challenge. That looked late. Corner kick has been given.
I'm not sure how this is nothing. Oh, penalty. Absolute stonewall penalty. Caitlin Ford touches the ball away. It gets no more obvious than that. That was my instinct. The assistant is over there. He's 20 yards away from Kadisha Buchanan. Oh, that is one she's missed. The referee is behind, he's trying to catch up. But it was that burst of speed from Ford, who's been unbelievable this afternoon. Stina Buchanan, we've seen a few tackles like that from her, not today, but getting up to speed with this league.
Corner kick, and a let off for Chelsea. Catley towards Raffaelli, aware the near post by Eriksson. Little holding off Lauren James. Balti.
Emma Hayes will be glad of VAR not being used on this one particular occasion.
Blackstenius is offside. I think Kirsty Dow, the referee, as you pointed out, Rachel, possibly didn't have the best angle, but her assistant certainly did.
Yeah, it looks from our position, which is behind Buchanan and Ford on the angle, that it was a penalty, that Caitlin Ford had got there first. And here come the changes.
Another one for Chelsea, Sophie Ingle off and Johanna Reiten at Canarid on in her place. Berger's clearance straight to Balti, but she's made a bit of a mess of that. Again, careless from Chelsea, not keeping the ball in fairly easy positions. Great play from Balti. Catley in behind, options in the middle. Buchanan makes the block.
Oh, Caitlin Ford was the one who had held back and got herself into a bit of space, and Australian teammate just couldn't get her head up and see it. Brilliant block from Buchanan at that near post. But what a break from Arsenal. And the Arsenal fans behind the goal are on their feet.
Seems they've employed the best defences to attack. But they'll feel like they should have scored another goal. Marnham's delivery. Another corner, Eriksson.
Oh, I like what she did there, Marnham. You expected to stay on the goalkeeper. She came to the near post. It was a near perfect ball. Just couldn't get the little flick on.
Marnham again. Good distance on the punch from Berger. Maritz, positive, tries to get it forward as opposed to play it back to the goalkeeper.
It was nearly perfect, wasn't it, from Maritz? That little dink into Pelova down the right-hand side. Couldn't quite get control of it.
Another play from Leopolds. Ford takes charge, Balti again giving the Chelsea midfield the runaround. Ford trying to fence Lily Brighton.
She's been the catalyst, hasn't she, on many occasions, Caitlin Ford. You know, if one player of the front three presses, all three of you have got to press, and Caitlin Ford has been relentless. Single Chelsea player's been able to get the ball off her either.
Marnham off Bright, another corner.
Well, Arsenal scored just before half-time from a set piece. The left foot in swinger. This is a right footer, but you can see there's been an improvement.
Good delivery, they were queuing up, but just over the head of Balti.
There's Raffaella again. I think it was the initial target.
More changes coming for Arsenal. Jen Beattie getting ready.
Leovalti was heavily strapped in the game last week. However, it'll her be coming off, but not an Arsenal player who's put a foot wrong, really.
Leopold plays it in for Kerr. It's behind Canarid from Perisset. Going forward, just so confident. In the face of 2, sometimes 3 Chelsea shirts, she still backs herself to get something. Whether it's getting past them or getting a foul or a throw.
We've said time and time again, this combination of Steph Catley and Caitlin Ford down this left-hand side is so hard to play against. Whether you're the best team in the country, the most decorated recently in Chelsea, so hard to play against them.
We'll throw Sam Kerr in there. Australia have a decent team hosting the World Cup in the summer. Palova now getting stuck in. Little. Bit scrappy, but Arsenal come away with it.
Proper feisty affair, isn't it? As well as the unbelievable quality, the link-up of play. It's had everything. Set pieces, penalties, cards, hard tackling games. It's been unreal so far.
Williamson into Blackstenius. Challenge late by Millie Bright.
That's a bit of frustration coming out from Millie Bright. That's been the directive for Blackstenius for Marn, and when the ball's been played out from the defensive third, it's got to stick. You see there, just frustration, sliding in. No, she ain't going to win the ball. Wants to make a bit of a statement. Yellow card. No yellow card.
A couple of those today. Arsenal ready to make some more changes. They change it right back. Noelle Maritz for Lara Wienreuter. Oh, tremendous stuff.
He's a happy little gooner.
Whether he likes it or not, it seems, he's going to support Arsenal.
Subtle that outfit.
Wouldn't mind one of those up here, actually. Catley manages to clear it the second time of asking. Leopold! Tremendous effort. Zinsberger down quickly. James, time, delivers, away by Little. Arsenal sitting deep, and Little anywhere will do.
Little and her team will know what it takes to see this game out. Doing it's a different thing. Sharp save from Zinsberger, could see it all the way. No one in a line of vision. Decent height for Zinsberger, just moved her feet, got across.
Just under 20 minutes to go, still time for Chelsea to just add a bit of doubt into Arsenal's minds.
Blackstenius has been relentless. Just see again, final third, ball pumped up to her. hustles against Millie Bright, makes her head it out for a throw into Arsenal.
Attendance today, it is a record for the Continental Tires Cup, 19,010 inside Selhurst Park, and they have not been disappointed in what's been on show. Quality of football has been from the top drawer, more than double last year's record, just over 8,000. Here's Niamh Charles trying to get things going, but Arsenal managing to repel that, and a little dig from James on Little.
See the bodies around Reiten. When she got possession of the ball, it was never for more than a fraction of a second before Raffaelli was on her, Williamson was on her, and as ever, Kim Little was there to mop things up.
Please. James trying to work the space, finds Reiten. Hopeful ball in, still Kerr's nearly on the end of it.
And that's what it's going to be now for this last 15 to 20 minutes, is backline sat in, midfield sat in for Arsenal when they're out of possession. And the outlet is Blackstenius.
Men's director of football, Edu, there. Little. Arsenal flooding forward once again. Bright gets a foot in, but Blackstenius comes away with it. Couldn't play in Wienreuther. Oh, Valti's back pass. Good starting position from Zinsberger. Flag is up.
Excellent starting position. That could have been a problem, but because of Zinsberger's starting position, it was an out for Arsenal.
Concern for Emma Hayes. Not too many options for change in personnel anyway. Frank Kirby and Pernilla Harder, more forward-thinking players that are unavailable today. Take from Zinsberger.
You looked at the 11v11 on team sheets coming at kickoff. You kind of expected Chelsea to bring the same level of performance that they did last week. Beat them 2-0. And I wouldn't say a canter, but Arsenal just looked not particularly convinced in their own quality and their own ability. And today they've polished, every single one of them has played amazingly well, worked hard for each other. Should be really proud of this performance.
And yet Chelsea can still get themselves back into this. James, lovely skill. Trying to bring her down, they can't. James gets the cross in towards Kerr. Raffaelli is there ahead of Kerr, and again Erin Cuthbert. Oh, they've got to be careful inside the box. A desperate lunge from Raffaelli. Palova can't keep hold of it. Millie Bright. Again, Kerr the target.
Millie Bright couldn't give that precise cross, but she was so tightly marked, Sam Kerr, by Steph Catley and Raffaelli. Would have accurate pinpoint.
Jessie Fleming coming on for the captain, Magdalena Eriksson. This is an extremely attacking 11 now for Chelsea. They've got to throw everything at Arsenal.
Fourth changing in formation for Emma Hayes. You're right, Buchanan and Bright at the back. Perisset will join in defence if needs be. Reiten will do one of those two.
Forward by Bright. Raffaelli gets her head to it. Cuthbert. James. Brought down.
Just going to say, Chelsea need a set piece, a free kick, something to get them back in this game. It's exactly what Lauren James sniffed out. Veenroyd has just come on the pitch a few minutes ago, and that's the second time that Lauren James has ghosted past her.
Still 12 minutes to go. Reiten sends it short to James. And she's so clever at working just an inch of space. That's all she needs. Just lacking the finish today.
I thought she was going to go at the defenders because she's got the beating of Veenroyd, who was in the wall, and so when she received the ball and she was up against Kim Little, thought she was going to try and earn a penalty with those quick feet of hers. Couldn't keep it down.
Here's Buchanan for Chelsea. Arsenal now just starting to concentrate more on the defensive side. Here's Fleming. Swings it in towards Kerr. The flag is up.
Yeah, as that ball was played in, she'd just gone ahead. Sam Kerr, excellent line again from Arsenal. Right call from the assistant. But it's a little bit frantic now from Chelsea. And this is where, you know, when people rattle on about goalkeepers not being able to time race, come on. It's part of our armoury.
Work of art, depending on who you support.
Game management is part of football. And the goalkeeper, more than other players on occasions, has the opportunity to express that game management.
10 minutes to go. Here is Cannerit. On to Cuthbert. Arsenal sitting deep in a good shape. You'll see the two banks. Buchanan towards Kerr. Slip from Catley, but Caitlin Ford will help her out. Gets it forward, and Blackstenius is there, and she has Palova over on the far side. She's won it back from Millie Bright. Blackstenius. It's Palova trying to get around low balls. It's almost happening in slow motion, this. I think the chance has gone, but Marnham still has possession.
Arsenal put so much into this game. Weird to get running stats. You know, I'm not a huge one for that, but their application of the game plan has been absolutely unreal. It's been such a polished performance so far. You see the experience of Arsenal, as you talked about the back line and the bank in front. Volti, Kim Little played together a lot of times. Their understanding of the situation currently, what's expected of them.
We'll pull over on the retreat, and that's another foul born out of frustration for James, and she will accept the yellow card. No other choice.
It was a takedown, wasn't it? Palova doing well to shield the ball, make sure that Lauren James couldn't get to it. Arguments for that yellow card. Thinsberg is down. I don't think this is time wasting.
If you say so. Well within her rights, of course. What a big turning point this could be. I don't expect it to affect Chelsea in any way, because it didn't affect them last year when they lost the final, but for Arsenal, it could be so much more than just a trophy.
You're right, after losing the opening game, and that's been the only blemish in their book this season, Chelsea. They have been, you know, nothing but almost feeling invincible or untouchable, their performances and the results that they've had.
And what a weekend in the Wright household, eh?
Well, he knows it can go both ways, that a team can come from behind and win, but his team have gone ahead. And, you know, it's not been by luck, it's been absolutely brilliant performance, brilliant application, excellent tactics. Everything that Chelsea have thrown at them, Arsenal have dealt with. This is the opener after what? 2 minutes, was it? Can't remember, it seems that long ago. The equaliser. Katrinberg getting a little toe in it. And this one here from cool, calm, collected Kim Little. The own goal, virtually the last touch of the first half. Niamh Charles' last touch of the match. Raffaelli got a little touch onto Niamh Charles' head to make it 3-1, and that's how it stood. Arsenal have soaked up so much pressure in the second half.
Jonas Eidevall, he called Chelsea last weekend after the 2-0 defeat brutally efficient, and I think his team has shown a bit of that today.
3 shots and 2 goals, so he has a point. He's also making a point that his team were brutally inefficient in that department last week. I wonder, in a week's difference, has it been soul searching of, you know, raising levels of performance? Has it been subtle tactical differences? Whatever it is, it's been hugely effective.
Marnham closed down by Cuthbert. The challenge just taking the sting out of that shot.
I wonder when Millie Bright would go up front. Leupolz and Buchanan. But you see Millie Bright go up top, be that aerial point of attack.
Caitlin Falker on goal now. Perissé this time with the last-ditch challenge. Ford trying to pick out Marnham. Buchanan with the header away. Arsenal now starting to assert their authority once again. Kim Little eventually gives away the foul.
Kim Little, great little feet there. And one final change for Arsenal.
And who better to come on? Jen Beattie to help see this one out. Such an experienced head. 3 times a Continental Cup winner with Arsenal and Manchester City. Stina Blackstenius makes way. This could be a big moment in her season as well.
Chelsea running out of ideas, running out of time.
Launch forward by Reiten, again towards Kerr, and again Raffaelli gets there first. It's Cuthbert. Reiten, no one closing her down. Raffaelli got there ahead of the goalkeeper. Not sure if she got the shout or not, but made the right decision in the first instance anyway. Leupolz, oh, off the bar! Whether she meant that or not, Zinsberger dealt with that superbly well.
Wow, if you thought Chelsea were finished, this is your answer. And she had to watch this all the way. It's such an awkward one, right in the upright. Definitely wasn't a cross. It was Bethany Crott, wasn't it? Another chance for Chelsea.
Oh, that was close. Lauren James with the shot. Sam Kerr with the initial header.
Caitlin Ford again has been absolutely unreal. Blocked that Lauren James shot.
Buchanan, Raffaelli with another headed clearance. And now here goes Frida Marnham, trying to get around Leupolz, who stood her ground. Well, just bounces off James. And nearly at the end of this game, you suspect, so Rachel Brown-Finish, your Continental Tires player of the match
is Kim Whistle. She's been here many times before, but she's managed her team so well. In possession, out possession, always available.
Williamson pokes it out of play. And they've had a couple of very good deliveries from corner kicks. And we're getting into this has to go in territory because we're into the final minutes of normal time.
And you wouldn't put it past them.
Here comes the corner. Zinsberger opts to punch. James. Swung in once again. Away by Beattie, and Leupolz, off balance, sends it into the crowd.
But that's exactly what Jen Beattie was brought on to do, was to go head-to-head, literally, with Millie Bright, who's been put up top. You need a talismanic centre-half to win that aerial battle. She did just that, Jen Beattie. She will follow Millie Bright everywhere on the pitch.
Beattie wins the header. Here's Palova. Sent forward towards Caitlin Ford. Berger gets there ahead of her. Feel the dark arts from Caitlin Ford as well.
Oh, she's going to be exciting to watch at the World Cup.
It's good play from Buchanan. Down the line for Cannerid, 5 minutes of time added on. Buchanan. Millie Bright has stayed up front, she's won the header.
Caitlin Ford just poleaxed Buchanan. Only 4 minutes left. And with the aerial power that Chelsea have got, Sam Kerr, Millie Bright, I'm sure will be the targets.
Cuthbert sends it in. Millie Bright's there. Guro Reiten got good contact, but too many bodies. Here's James. Lovely play. Kerr. Acclaimed by Zinsberger. A few more seconds. Drift away.
Oh, when you're in a cup final and you're the underdogs, have been there and done it, seeing out those last few minutes, it's so satisfying. And you see your main striker out wide and greatly received that gift of a near post ball. Just fall on it as a goalkeeper. Enjoy that moment.
Perisset forward towards Millie Bright. Perisset urged to shoot, and she does. Awkward one for Zinsberger. Didn't fancy keeping hold of that.
I'm not sure on that. Must have moved, but trying to move your feet. Zinsberger, she just had a little look up at the clock. See how long was left.
Anticipation rising in the red corner of Selhurst Park. They're so close, and what a contrast of emotions from the blue side.
This has been such a collective team performance from Arsenal. From the setback they suffered in the first couple of minutes, the way that Chelsea started, they just couldn't keep their foot down. They couldn't keep Arsenal out. They're pressing from the front. The intensity has been relentless from Arsenal. He has outfoxed this Chelsea team. And with European fixtures coming up, I think teams will start to fear Arsenal again.
Time running out. Catley making the challenge away by Valti, only as far as Perisset. Into the final 90 seconds. Perisset just getting it into the box. Beattie there ahead of Sam Kerr. Back in by Cuthbert. Caitlin Ford will pick it up. Jonas Eidevall beat Chelsea on his first ever game. Since then, it's just been misery for him after that sunny day at the Emirates where he fell to his knees.
I was going to say, do you think we'll have a trademark Eidevall knee slide?
I think perhaps that was a one-off.
I think that was a lesson learned.
Yeah, that image certainly stayed with Emma Hayes, I believe. Less than 30 seconds of stoppage time to go. Here's Lauren James. Taken down.
And this is it. This is the final kick of the game. Caitlin Ford, possibly something she said. But this is it.
I think a yellow card for dissent for Caitlin Ford. Brighton's delivery, Jen Beattie gets her head to it, and Fleming with the shot, it's on target.
Oh, that's it.
All over.